Hi, everybody. Running out to just do a really quick errand, and I just thought about something and wanted to just come on and give a really brief encouragement for the holidays. I am aware that, everyone's Thanksgiving and Christmas won't necessarily be warm and fuzzy without the whole family around and, playing games and doing all sorts of fun things or even just having people over. This can be a very difficult time for people. There's people who have lost loved ones. There's people who are grieving for other situations, lost jobs, prodigal children, relationships that they thought were going to be one way and turned out to be another. You may be going through a divorce. You may have lost a companion like your pet. There's so many things that can occur, during this time that we don't always think about, especially if we are ones who do have the family and are going to be cooking a big meal and things of that nature. And so I just thought that I would just encourage whoever the holiday season may be difficult for. This is for you, right? Um, I'm praying for you. I'm lifting you up. And I'm also asking God to show you the things that you can be thankful and grateful for. Sometimes it's really, really hard to find those things when we feel as though our situation is not ideal. But there's always something, and I'm speaking to myself too, there's always something that we can find, something great that has happened. So I'll give you a little story. Yesterday, this weekend was difficult for me. There's a family dynamic that's going on that's hard, right? Working through some things, creating some boundaries and things of that nature. And it's always hard with those situations, right? And I was very overwhelmed and actually really sad of some things that had transpired. So I went to church. I'm on the praise team and I was trying to push through. So if you serve in any capacity or even sometimes at work and things of that nature, stuff is going on with you personally, but you need to still persevere so that you can do what you've been called to do, whether it's at church, whether it's at work, whether it's being a supervisor, whether it's being a mom. Like you could be sad, you could be depressed, you could be having all kind of different kind of emotions, but you still have to take care of your kids and you still got to make sure they go to school and you still got to make sure that they eat. So you push through, right? And sometimes that's what we have to do. And sometimes if we can take a break and rest, that is the wisest thing to do. But it's not always possible. And sometimes we think we're fine and somebody says, "How are you today?" And all the tears start coming. Or you're ordering coffee at Starbucks. They ask you what flavor and you can't get it out because you're just crying and they're like, "What is wrong with this woman?" Well, it's just emotions, right? So yesterday, I just couldn't get it together. One of my friends was talking to me and I was trying like to not really, and the waterworks just flowed. I went to the bathroom trying to get it together. They just kept flowing. They just kept flowing. And I'm like, man, no, I'm not supposed to do this in my mind. I'm a leader. I gotta lead worship. I can't be doing this, right? But then I thought about this and God, I thought I heard in my spirit the same way that you minister to people and encourage people. And when they're sad, you lift them up and you try to pray for them. And why don't you let people do that for you? Why don't you receive the encouragement and the love that people want to give to you? I was in the bathroom. A lady, I see her every Sunday. I don't know her name. She prayed for me. My friend, Pam, she prayed for me. My other friend, Cynthia, she came and held me and prayed for me and lifted me. They lifted me. They encouraged me. They helped me to continue and to go on. So I could have hit it. I could have gone to my car. I could have stayed home and just said, you know what, today I can't do it. And I'm not saying that that night might not be the best choice sometimes. But I feel like God wanted me to receive, to be on the receiving end of encouragement and love and people bearing with me, coming under me and lifting me and encouraging me so that I could do what I was created to do, so that I could do what I came to church to do, so that I could serve, right? But I needed that. And so I say all of that to say, if there is something that is difficult for you during this season, please reach out to someone. There are people that do care about you. Don't isolate yourself. Let people know what's going on. You can comment under this video. I will be praying for you. Please do, because I would love to do that. I would love to partner my faith with yours about whatever it is, whatever situation may be going on with you. So I know, as I said, that this may not be a happy holiday season for many, right? But that doesn't mean we still can't be grateful. That doesn't mean we still can't be thankful. Even if it's just to say, God, I thank you that there's breath in my body. I thank you that you woke me up this morning. Sometimes that's all we could do. Sometimes that's all we could say. But as long as we are still breathing, there is a purpose on earth for us to carry out. So we will just look to the one who gives us all comfort. We'll look to the faithful one, the good Father, to help us through. He comforts us in our need, and he helps us. And then he sends community around us to help us. But we also have to be vulnerable, and we have to reach out sometimes and say, I need help. Or we just got to let our emotions flow in the bathroom and receive the love of others. So I pray that you're encouraged. And as I said, please leave a note or a comment under this video if there is a specific area that you need prayer during this holiday season. And again, we can be grateful that we belong to God, and he knows the end from the beginning. And it will get better. That's a promise that we have. It will get better. And I'm believing it's going to get better on earth rather than you having to wait to heaven for it to get better, right? So anyway, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. And like I said, if it's hard for you, call on the name of the Lord. Because guess what? When everybody else forsakes you, he will never leave you or forsake you. All right. Bye-bye.